In 1943, Major General Percy Hobart was given a job most armored officers didn't want: fix every problem that had killed tanks at Dieppe before the next invasion of France. At Dieppe, regular tanks had bogged in soft sand, blown up on mines, or died in front of concrete walls they couldn't cross. If the Normandy landings repeated that, the whole operation could fail on the beach. Standard doctrine said the Navy would blast defenses, engineers would follow behind the infantry, and normal tanks would fight once things were opened up. Hobart decided that was suicide. His order was simple and radical. The tanks themselves would become the engineering tools. Working with the Royal Engineers, he turned Churchills and Shermans into funny machines no manual had ever described. AVREs firing 40-pound flying dustbin shells to smash bunkers, bridge layer tanks dropping their own assault bridges in seconds, bobbin tanks rolling out carpets over soft sand, flail tanks with spinning chains to beat mines out of the ground, and amphibious DD Shermans that could swim ashore under canvas screens. Senior officers laughed at the circus of prototypes and nicknamed them Hobart's Funnies, arguing they were too odd, too specialized, and too hard to train. In early 1944, Hobart lined them up and demonstrated for Eisenhower and Montgomery. The British and Canadians said yes to the full toolkit. The Americans mostly declined, taking only a few types, worried about logistics and training time. On 6 June 1944, as British and Canadian troops hit Gold, Juno, and Sword, Hobart's Funnies went in with the first waves. Flail tanks beat lanes through minefields. Avers blew gaps in seawalls. Bridge layers and fasciné carriers turned ditches and craters into passable routes while under fire. Behind them, infantry and regular armor poured inland. Casualties were still heavy, but the beach exits were opened in hours, not days. On Omaha, where most of the Funnies were absent, the cost of crossing the same kind of obstacles was far higher. Hobart's strange machines proved that the real breakthrough weapon of D-Day wasn't a new gun or a heavier tank, but an engineer general willing to ignore tradition and redesign armor around the problem. Subscribe for more war and history stories.